Discuss about Mines and Mineral Development and Regulation Amendment Bill 2021. On 22nd March, Parliament has cleared Mines and Mineral Development and Regulation Amendment Bill 2021 in order to give reform to India's untapped mining sector. So while presenting this bill into the Rajya Sabha, Union Government of Mines Prahlad Joshi had said that India's mining sector contribute to 1.75% to GDP, while the countries like South Africa and Australia contribute 7% to their GDP. India produced coal worth of 1.25 lakh crore, while India's import bill for coal is 2.5 lakh crore. Even though India is third largest storehouse of coal into the world, but in the past it has not been able to produce coal domestically because 80% of coal produced in India is attributed to the state run enterprise that is Coal India. Now you will think that this is an achievement of India, but the virtual monopoly of Coal India is due to the state intervention because government has never let any public player or any private player to come in and to participate in this mining sector. And even though some private player comes, they have put restriction on them in such a way that they can't survive. So the thing is that coal production in India is heavily dependent on Coal India enterprise. And in the past, Coal India has not been a stellar performer because Coal India has not met its target in the recent past for production. So we can see that India has not able to make its full potential due to the not intervention of private sector. So this amendment will give incentive to private player to participate in this mining sector. Now we'll see the reform in the law. So government has do away the distinction between captive mines and other commercial mines. So captive mines are auctioned off to those entities which use this mineral for specific purpose. Like you can see here that if you are a steel manufacturer, you will get iron ore as a captive mines, and you will not able to sell this iron ore into the market. And there is also a byproduct of iron ore, that is manganese, so you will not also able to sell this into the market, so this manganese will just pile up in your mine. But the amendment has done that you can sell now 50% of their produce into the market, and also you can sell the byproducts. So this will incentivize the private sector to participate and to make a bid for mineral block. Another reform that has been made is respect to clearance. That once you have got clearance for mining, this clearance is lifetime even after the expiry of lease. This law mandate that whoever has got lease, they have to start production within 3 years, else their lease will be cancelled and the re-auction will be taking place. So this process has taken to discourage the hoarding because data suggests that in India over 2,900 mining lease are given, but out of that 2,000 minings are unused. Certain 300 mining lease are also given to public sector enterprise, but out of that 200 are unused. So this will definitely discourage the hoarding issue. Another reform that has been made is that you will get a free license for exploration. So it will incentivize private player to explore more. Another reform that has been made, but it is quite contentious because here in that law it is made that center will take the auction of state mines if state are not able to make auction of that mines in specified period of time. So in India there are certain mineral rich state, that is Jharkhand, Odisha and Chhattisgarh, but these states are not ruled by BJP. So they will see as an encroachment to their right and they will protest against this. But at last we can see that these reforms are good, and if they are implemented well, they can tap the untapped potential of mining sector. Thank you.